Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Today, Ryde or Die, Volume 125. The 25th anniversary of Ruff Ryders' debut compilation album, Ryde or Die, Volume 1. That was released on April 27th, 1999.
Damn, 99.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all remember where y'all was at when the Ruff Ryders compilation, Ryde or Die, Volume 1 first came out?
I was a freshman in high school.
Wow.
I definitely remember this. Yeah.
You was a freshman, I was a senior.
No, you couldn't have been.
1999? Absolutely.
You was a senior in 99?
1999. You might want to check your years, bro. I graduated in 1999. April 1999, I was still in high
I was
school.
in 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade going into 9th grade.
8th, man. Yeah, I was a senior.
Yeah.
It's my senior year. I'm graduating in a little bit, in a couple months.
Yeah.
And this was heavy.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
It was.
This was heavy. I remember Ruff Ryders, you coming off of DMX and Ruff,
Swiss was popping.
yeah, and this was heavy.
The motorcycles was out.
This lasted through the summer too.
Everybody
Did Eve drop
everybody
before
doing
this?
this.
Eve dropped after this,
After
right?
this, it was a good lead up for her, but she dropped after this.
Yeah.
This led right into the summer. This is the spring, and this literally lasted the whole summer. This has some
They
legs
officially, got the locks on their side,
to it.
right?
Yeah.
Now,
Well, Diddy still had
Well,
time.
no. Technically, they're still on Bad Boy at this point, but it's the
in
process,
transition.
Yeah, the transition is
now,
going.
was this after the In My Lifetime tour, Volume 1?
You mean Hard Knock Life?
Hard Knock Life, I'm sorry, yeah.
This
was that
is
after?
This is after Hard Knock
Yeah,
Life.
so they're on top of the world.
Yeah,
DMX is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hard Knock Life tour was during the first DMX album, so the second DMX album is out. So Hard Knock Life tour is over at this point. Yeah, this was heavy, man.
Yeah, DMX was huge at this point.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about hip hop at this time in 1999, before this album came out. Like, who was popping?
This was all DMX. DMX was
Killing it.
him and Jay.
DMX, Hov,
You had a young
same people.
You had a young Eminem, 99.
I wouldn't go to Eminem at this point, 99.
Come on, Sean.
Just saying, yo, he
That's
was
what
there.
you know.
He was
I mean,
there.
it's a lot of other players,
Yeah.
You was
major
in 7th
players.
grade then, right?
I was in 8th grade.
Eighth
yeah.
grade, yeah. I
And you
understand.
got DMX, of course, like you said, Jay-Z,
Got a lot of people.
Busta Rhymes,
Nori.
You got the Locks, you got Nori,
Yeah.
you got Big Pun, Terror
Yeah.
Squad, Fat Joe,
Yeah.
killing it. You got the ladies, Little Kim,
Still
Foxy,
got Nas and them around.
Nas is still
AZ.
killing it. AZ, the whole firm. clique.
99 was a weird year because it was like hip hop was just spreading everywhere. Like Outkast and
You
stuff.
got
They were there.
Outkast.
You know what I'm saying? It
I mean,
wasn't just
Snoop-
like one region.
Snoop and them, the West Coast kind of
Yeah.
died down a little bit.
Master
but
P was making moves,
Master P
98,
was still
99.
making it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beans making his move.
Yeah, you got Beans on the rise from Philly. You got Cash Money as well.
Yeah, Cash Money.
Cash Money
Juvenile,
doing their thing.
400 Degrees.
Yeah, you got Trick Daddy and them down south doing
Yeah.
their thing too. So it's a lot of
Got the best era in hip hop.
rappers out there
Yeah,
doing their
probably.
thing. New York still is heavy at this point. You got Cameron, doing his thing. You got
Yeah,
Mace, about to retire, but he's still out there.
One thing for sure though, around this time though, was that like people were selling units.
Oh, they was
Yeah.
People were selling units, man.
Wasn't
around
on the
this
internet
time.
like that.
People
I mean,
buying-
it
people
was there,
buying
but people
records.
wasn't downloading.
People was buying
Yeah.
records, absolutely.
Yeah.
They were
was
definitely
moving.
buying records, man. This is a different time. This is when people was dropping and people was going the day it came out and going to cop, whether it was
Yeah.
Circuit City or all the different places. Best Buy, what's the place in the mall?
Sam Goody.
Goody,
The
like
Wall.
FYE, was it FY
Yeah.
something or
FYE.
yeah, the wall, like all them type
yeah.
joints. That Peter was when the albums came out, Peter was going to buy.
Yeah.
That it's not like that now.
You in the car with the CD booklet.
So so Ryde or Die Volume 1, was there anticipation for this album?
Nah, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't. Yeah. I'm gonna say yes because you knew that you had the locks and all them on there, and you knew that they wasn't dropping immediately. So and then you had X, and then Eve and everybody, because it was a lot of like mixtape stuff going on around this time because it was right after that tour, and then you had the the actual footage from the tour,
The backstage.
you know what I'm saying? So all them people was moving, you know what I'm saying, moving in a a good motion at the time, and DMX was just killing shit. So it was kind of like a anticipation joint.
The only thing I would say is I don't really know if I was anticipating this album because I don't really know that I didn't really know it was going to be an album, honestly. It wasn't like it was just a big rollout like Ruff Ryders Volume 1 is coming. I didn't really know about it. I mean, I remember when the single dropped.
Yeah, and that was on like a mixtape.
Yeah, but I didn't know like
coming for a minute.
I didn't know like it was an album coming like to expect. It kind of like it just dropped and then it just kind of grew from there. It wasn't like like DMX is coming, Jay-Z is coming, like Ruff Ryders is coming. I didn't really know like that. Honestly.
Most compilation albums they just drop. It's not like you look forward to it.
And it wasn't like they had like a big smash single to start off with. It just kind of like they dropped their little street single.
Like DMX was the star.
Yeah,
you know
but they also like all them people were at this one of the biggest tours.
Yeah,
you think about it, the whole Ruff Ryder family was there for DMX set. He brought everybody out, including the Locks. You know what I'm saying? So this was next up. It was the next thing because X wasn't dropping no more albums. He just gave you what?
Two straight.
Yeah, 1 year. Yeah, so I mean, you gotta go with something.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody checking out who the girl. She nice. You know what I'm saying? So it was the only thing left to do.
So when you did know it was an album, what was your expectations? Okay, Ruff Ryder dropping a compilation album to show off the label. Like, what was your expectations at that point?
You just gotta buy it. You see that double R? It's like
they hot right now, so you just want to see what's going on with it, at least.
And now before this, they had like the Violator album. That was like a compilation, and that was big. So it's like you had people from there on there, like My Son, and that was like that was kind of like a thing, like with those type of albums.
So where would y'all say Ruff Ryders was as a label at the time before this album dropped? As a label.
But DMX first 2 albums came on Def Jam, so
it was Ruff Ryders Entertainment, but it was slash Def Jam. So they were really like
they had to be huge. They was in the videos and all the dirt bikes.
But that was DMX, so it's like now they're stepping out like, okay, we got a label now because DMX kind of isn't really like Ruff Ryder label. Yeah. They're just like a little, like they're part of it.
Right.
But now we're like, okay, now we putting out our own artists under our own movement, under our own deal outside of Def Jam. So this is a different thing for Ruff Ryders now.
Right.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
They're like, we showcasing our own people now. Like, okay, we got X popping. Now we're going to do this Ruff Ryder label thing.
Right.
So were they like established, or like where were they at in the pecking order of rap labels at that time? Were they still growing? Before this album came out, where would you say Ruff Ryders?
They were just getting started.
Yeah,
some of them, especially the new ones that we never heard of. But everybody else, it was like, well, it was only LOX that came on. Everybody else is fairly new.
Yeah, I
think it was all about who can fit into LOX and DMX style and make the album.
This is like their coming out party.
Yeah. I feel like they was hot. They was hot because of DMX, and then Swiss Beats, they was hot.
Yeah.
So now they was like, okay, let's roll this thing all the way out. Let's show that it's more than just X.
Right.
Like we got a whole team, and we got a movement.
Right.
But I feel like nobody really knew. They knew Ruff Ryders because of DMX, but it was like, okay, outside of DMX, let's show that we got talent.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
we were more than just DMX. And I think that's where they was at. Like they definitely wasn't Rockefeller at this point. They definitely wasn't Bad Boy, Cash Money, Death Row. They wasn't none of them because they only had DMX. In order to be a dope label, you gotta have more than just one in my opinion. You gotta have more than just one person. So I think they was trying to go out to show that, like, okay, we more than X.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Ruff Ryders Volume 1, album title, cover, it's pretty simple.
Pretty straightforward.
You got the Ruff Ryder logo, Ryde Or Die Volume 1. They ain't even the pictures of the artist. This really look like a mixtape kind of style. Like it ain't really much, and And that's funny because Freaks, you said like
that's all you need at the time.
Their single was on a mixtape, so like that's why I said it wasn't really like a big rollout to this. It was like they just dropped like a mixtape almost. Like, okay, we dropping and y'all gonna have to like catch on kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now they got pictures inside and the artwork and stuff, but on the outside it's like, look, we're gonna throw up our logo, Volume 1, man, let's go. Yeah. Simple and to the point.
Right.
Yeah, but Ryde or Die Volume 1 is a compilation album from Ruff Ryders released on April 27th, 1999 through Interscope Records and Ruff Ryders. This was their first record label deal for their label. The album features Ruff Ryder artists such as DMX, The Lox, Eve, Drag On, and has additional features from artists such as Jay-Z, Juvenile, Mace, Jermaine Dupri, Big Pun, Beanie Siegel, and more. Production on this album was done by producers such as Swiss Beats, DJ Clue, P Killer Tracks, Duro, and more.
Yeah, it's solid.
All right, let's get into the album. All right, track number 1, Ryde or Die, featuring DMX, The Lox, Eve, and Drag On, produced by DJ Clue and Duro.
Man,
the first single.
This is how you start off a single for the album. This joint hard. You got Sheik, Jada, Drag On, Eve,
hard.
X. Yeah, this joint hot. Classic beat too.
Yeah, this uses the classic EPMD posse cut.
Yep.
Headbanger. The Ruff Ryder, their crew made this song another classic. I mean, it was already a classic, but they made it a classic in their own right. Yeah. They all went in. Like, who do you think had the best verse on here?
Kiss.
I think Jada.
Easily. Easily.
Kiss.
Jada Kiss.
They had a nice video too.
It was though.
They was touching everybody and they were like, you kind of like possessed.
Kiss got the hottest joint.
Yeah.
I know you ain't tongue kissing your spouse because I'll be fucking there in the mouth.
Type of nigga buzzing in your house.
Yo, this song hard, man.
Yeah, it is.
This song is hard. Yeah, crazy, man. He said, give it to him at the light like Kane's cousin Harold.
Yeah.
Eat that shit. He was all right, too.
She was.
He was all right. Drag On was good. This was a good.
Drag On.
This was a nice track to,
Sheik Luce did this thing on here, too, to me. I like Sheik Luce.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, to me, Kiss, he ran this, man. Kiss ran this song, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. He helped Sheik from the rich. He helped Sheik from the rip.
Sheik started it off, though.
Yeah, he came out the gate swinging.
But that Jadakiss came on here like a man.
Savage mode.
On beta.
So niggas been watching movies on beta. Sheesh. You listen to
shit.
You listen to
Gossip.
Can't do but gossip.
Every time you turn around, you on a Lox dick.
Crazy.
Sick with the barrel. Give him to him at the light like Kane's cousin Harold.
He said, I'll be the DRAG-ON.
Oh, Lord. That's how you feel?
They call me Drag On. I'm hot scorching. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Drag On was running that joint, though. Drag On was running that joint, too, man. I like Drag On, man. But it was clearly Jada, though, man. It was clearly Jada. Sheesh.
Styles P killed that shit, too, though.
They all did, man.
Records. And I got a jail record. To your bad weapons. That was a classic joint.
Yeah, that classic. I love the way it started. Hip hop wise, I love the way it started.
Yeah.
Then we got track number 2, Down Bottom.
I didn't used to like this joint like that.
Drag On and Juvenile.
I still don't like this joint.
It's the 4th single.
It grew on me though.
Nah,
I see.
It grew on me now.
I see
because I see where they at this time. Because you know Juvenile hot like
hot.
fish grease.
Yeah,
Juvenile,
you know what I'm saying?
Coming off 400 Degrees, he hot.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand what they was really doing at first because I was East Coast. But now looking back, I'm like, okay, they going with the down south sound, and Drag On was running it. Like, this is a good song right here, man. Like, it was a single, but like now you opening up Ruff Ryders to the south, the southern market, and it's a hit record too. And like Drag On, like doing this thing, like, and this beat is kind of crazy. Like, to me, this beat crazy, man. For what they was doing, they were targeting
at the time
the South.
Yeah.
And it was like an anthem.
And spreading it out. And it's a compilation.
Yeah. And you're right. And it's a compilation.
It's a compilation, man. So
you got Juvenile here. You ain't going to put Juvenile on no. You're going to put him in his comfort zone.
And then it was showing Dragon range, too. Because Dragon, you know, he can go.
Nah, Dragon
was Dragon and Ja Rule beefing, though? Was they beefing back then?
I don't think so.
And X was like, this is my new kind of rule because he's saying that, you know, he really put Ja Rule on.
I remember DMX and Ja Rule beefing, but I don't know if they remember unless Dragon jumped in.
Took the beef.
Unless Dragon jumped in.
My boy say in the daylight, we run, roll, Juvenile, he tight. He Mike, and make sure he got all the
right.
But this song led to the tour, the Ruff Ryders Cash Money tour.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
They could have did that, performed that too. Good
Change
they were both hot at the time.
Hot.
Super hot.
Yeah. Now I understand this song. This is a hit song though.
Absolutely.
It ain't one of my favorites though.
Yeah. It ain't worth a drag on second verse neither.
Well, that's gonna show you niggas who ride the bad.
Yeah.
You want second verse?
Nah.
Yeah.
Doing too much now.
Hey, the Drag On Juvenile was hot, so that's a good look for Drag On to even be on the song with
Did y'all like the beat?
I understand the beat.
I mean, to me at the time, I think I probably would have liked the Manny Fresh beat over this.
I feel like coming off of Ryde or Die, the first song, how hard that was. It's a quick switch up.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we're gonna go for that hard record, then we're gonna go to down bottom. It's a total switch up. It wasn't like it's like it's a complete change. So coming off of that, you like, but then I gotta understand, okay, it got Juvenile on here. Like, what you want to hear Juvenile on? The Juvenile market, or when they hear Juvenile on this kind of song. Yeah. So I get it. I may ain't totally understand it then, but I get it now, though. Track number 3, What You Want, featuring Eve and Nokio from Drew Hill, produced by Swiss Beats.
This is a good look.
This is a hit.
And Nokio from Drew Hill.
Nokio from Drew Hill. This is a hit, man.
Didn't he make the beat?
Absolutely it was.
Huh?
Didn't he make the beat?
I thought he did, but maybe he was a co-producer. But they got Swiss Beats credited.
He talking in the background
as a sole producer, But this is a hit single, man.
Here with me.
This
was for the ladies, for the world.
Yeah, but this is a good look for her because her album came out in September, like shortly after this. So this is.
This was the open up for her.
This is a hit record right here. Like that.
She's the first one to get an album off this. Yeah. For real. Off this compilation.
Yeah, you right.
Because she dropped before LOX, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stars y'all wanna hear. Who that? Swiss Beats. And it
this
had like
beat was real.
It had like the little, I don't know what you call that, salsa type look.
I used to bump this track.
Now this song was crazy.
I used to bump this joint.
This is a hit record. You
never think you would be riding around bumping this joint, but this joint was hot.
Swiss Beats, you be out there moving it.
There you go, man. One ain't thinking about no salsa. I ain't even eat salsa.
I love salsa.
I do now, but you know.
This was a big song though, and this was a good look. This showed them that we got our first lady, Eve Nice.
Yeah.
Like she can make hit record. She can rap.
Yeah.
She can make hit records. The song was a hit, but also it had like I think it showed a little range from Swiss Beats.
Yeah, a little Latin,
for sure. Like total switch up.
Had a video too.
Yeah, it did. It's a hit song. Oh, you going ahead. Yeah. We got track number 4, Jigga My Nigga, featuring Jay-Z, produced by Swift Beats. This is an anthem right here, man.
Classic. South niggas.
Jigga, what's my motherfucking name? Jigga.
Who I'm rolling with?
Who I'm rolling with, huh? My niggas.
Yeah.
Niggas better get it right. Niggas better get it right. Who?
Yeah.
Yo, at this point, Swiss and Jay had like a nice little chemistry going. They was making hits, man. Jeez.
This joint go hard.
Yeah, from the rip. He come in from the rip.
Fucking name. From the crack tables down in AC.
Back
on the block. Jay-Z, motherfucker from the rock.
Yeah.
Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Brooklyn be the place where I served them things.
Yeah.
See, my niggas was struggling till the birds they came. And then we got the hustling, murdering things. I dipped in my stash, splurged on a chain. Now I'm Titanic, icebergs the name. Leave the players on injured reserve, hurt the game. The best way to describe it in a word, insane. I dig down, chips all emerge in my fame. Jigga been dope since Slick Rick's first chain. The God send you back on the earth the way you came. I'm baking soda, water, fired out by 2 hour merge with Kane.
Come on, yeah, so you see,
that
was too much for you.
Yeah, a lot. It's been a while. It's been a while, man.
Guess what, mommy? You heard the same. You heard the name.
Yo, this song was crazy. And the way that that was like an anthem, man. Oh, man.
Wasn't there a story saying that this beat was originally for Jadakiss?
I think I heard that.
Yeah.
I think I heard
that. Got on it and did his thing.
You got to understand. This is a Ruff Ryders compilation.
He got his own song.
But he got his own song on a Ruff Ryders compilation. Yeah. And it's easily can be argued it's the best song on the album.
Yeah. But Swiss knew that this beat was special.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, this beat ain't it can't miss this album.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And it's crazy. All the other songs, think about it. All the other songs, it's a lot of features.
Yeah.
Jay like, nah. It's me.
Yeah. Nigga ain't want it. Yeah. Taking this.
Killed it.
But I can't hear like DMX on here. I definitely can't hear Drag on this.
Jada ended up rapping on this.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I can hear Jada going on this.
He went on it.
Yeah, I mean, I could have heard him on this song.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Jay bodied this song.
Yeah, Jay was in a nice zone on this.
Fuck him up once, knock on your door at 3 in the morning.
It's just us and the guns.
It's with peace.
I hustle with none. Yeah, I got
mind
the mind capacity of a young Butch Cassidy.
Yeah.
Yo, Jay. It's crazy because, like, as great as this song is,
won't let me chill.
Put this in his catalog, and this ain't nowhere near the top.
Nah,
that's how many hits he got, man. This song was crazy, man.
Great beat, great rhymes. This is
classic, man.
This
classic.
Yeah.
You wipe C jigging the wide body, all drop top Bentley is all.
Holla at me, y'all. All right, track number 5. We got it's a skit. It's Taking Money skit.
Yeah. You can skip that.
Skip
that.
Skip.
And the next song after.
It's a little skit. What?
The parlay joint?
No.
My bad. Yeah. The Jada joint. Yeah.
That's a little skit. The Taking Money is a little skit about dude robbing them or whatever, taking their money.
Couldn't live the life I live, and why is that?
And that goes into track number 6, Dope Money, featuring Styles P and Jadakiss, produced by P. Click. This is like that classic Styles P and Jada back and forth.
Hey, yo, I'm always where the powder be at. I can blow 5 bricks to 10 in an hour if that. Lay away from where the cows be at. Why is that? Because time money, dog. You can't get an hour back. Come on, man.
They killing this, man. Classic.
Y'all can all shine the glitter and keep the ones times the 10s, the 20s and up. We dummy it up. Make a lot of money look bummy and what? Because money ain't shit. Respect is everything. And if I kill niggas dead, don't ask me shit. I smoke blunts to the head. Don't pass me shit. I'd rather die from a bullet than a nasty bitch. Come on, man.
That's all hard. Yeah.
Yo, and in the beginning of this, they like the second album, the real LOX. They already telling y'all this ain't that bad boy stuff no more.
No more shiny suits. Yeah.
We are the street.
My boy said, what you know about cop in the house to fight piss and blowing weed smoke on the cops that write tickets?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, Sean.
No, come to think of it, they say We Are the Street. I wonder if this was for their album originally, and they took it off the album because in the beginning they like We Are the Streets, the second album. I think this is supposed to be on We Are the Streets, and they probably just took it for this.
They ain't even do this at the verses.
Damn.
They ain't even do this.
I was thinking like, yo, they could have did this. They could have did the Ryder. He could have did the Ryde or Die verse. Like, They just got so many other songs though.
Yeah.
This song crazy though.
Your face will be leaking. I rap full time and still bump bass on the
weekend.
And yo, I've been all over the map. And what you learned, that niggas with long paper take longer to clap. That's why every chance I get, I buy me a gap. And why you rather buy you chain or aim at your brain. Nigga, robbery is all we know. Come on, man.
Crazy.
Yo, are they the best in hip hop? Jadakiss and Styles back and forth?
Absolutely. Absolutely,
man. I know what you about to say. You about to say nothing.
But yo,
I think they the best, man. I don't really.
They are though, but it could have been the crazy 1-2 back and forth. But that shit got fucked up, man.
Who that?
Hove and Sauce Money, man.
Oh man,
they was on a motherfucking crazy type look, man.
You want to take like a Nas and AZ? Even though
that too.
Nas even though they don't have enough songs together,
Nas and AZ is dope. But Jada,
these two,
they got a special connection.
It's
they
like,
got a special bond.
It's like they locked in, like chemistry wise. It's like it's different. Yeah, this fire.
That's
right
a good
here.
question, yo.
This fire. I think I'm going with Jadakiss and Styles, man. I think. You know what? After Jadakiss and Styles, you might be surprised. After Jadakiss and Styles, I'm going with Ray and Ghost.
I ain't surprised at all.
I just feel like Styles and Jada got so much more material than
that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? They got so many.
I'm going
but
with
the next two that have, ooh, god damn, dog.
I'm going with I'm going Jadakiss and Styles.
They got a lot of stuff together.
I got Ray and Ghost
you definitely got the mob somewhere in there.
But back and forth though, not just
back and forth.
I'm talking about feeding off each other's lyrics. Yeah.
Yo, but what makes it so unique? Sheik is cool with like, all right, y'all two rock out. I'ma just play the back. You know what I'm saying?
Like Hove and Beans got some back and forths too, man. But if that shit didn't go the way it went between Hove and Sauce Money, their back and forth was messy.
Yeah,
that was a messy back and forth.
Styles and Jada could be their own group.
That definitely could.
Absolutely.
They could do it out. It would be weird because they still the lots. But I mean, they could though. But I mean, they could though. Like they.
But as much as people talk about Sheik, like Sheik a part of some big songs, man.
Yeah.
And holding it down.
Yeah.
Sheik nice. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Sheik
absolutely.
Sheik ain't trash at all.
Sheik is not trash. But you just. Them two stand out, which is they all got their own role. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I'm
which
sure
make them good.
And I'm sure Sheik knows that.
No,
he knows
absolutely.
like, y'all, whatever y'all. Yeah, exactly.
But they brother. That's why I love it because they respect each other. Like, I go ahead, do your thing, man. Like, I'm riding with y'all.
Right.
Like, I support y'all, man. That's what real brothers do, man. All right, we got track number 7. I'm a Ruff Ryder featuring Parlay, produced by Dave.
I'm a Ruff Ryder.
This is the joint I was cool with skipping.
That shit ain't make it. That shit ain't make it.
You know what? I never heard them make a song after
this. There was one and done.
This song, it don't fit the album in the sense that everything else is rap.
How you go from Jada and Kiss to this?
But the actual song ain't bad though. Honestly, the song ain't bad though. It just don't go with
the whole vibe.
This was a hell of a filler right here, boy. This was a
rider.
Man.
It's a hell of a filler.
I don't think the song is bad though. I really don't. The song ain't bad, but it just don't fit the album. But they like, yo, we gotta get this R&B. We gotta get this R&B money too, man. Yeah. But they ain't never really.
They could have placed it somewhere else on the album. You can't do it after that.
We gotta pay the bills. We right back.
Gotta pay the bills.
Ruff Ryder had a motherfucker slow singer, an R&B motherfucker.
It was a group. It's a group.
Yeah, Parlay.
It's a whole group. It's like 3 of them.
I'm just saying.
And you know what's crazy about that is actually like a couple weeks ago, I seen a thing where like Parlay performing from Ruff Ryders. I'm like, oh snap, they still making
what songs are they performing?
I don't know, but I'm like, damn, I respect it. They still.
But they had another song that was better than that one.
I don't even remember. This is the only song I remember from.
It's like Parlay, the other dude from The Rock, Christian
had more songs.
Yeah, it's like,
Christian had a nice album.
Yeah, he did. Track number 8, Bug Out, featuring DMX, produced
it's a filler too.
I love this beat, yo.
What? Yeah. This is a different. This beat, I wasn't really feeling this beat, man.
I'm hurrying up trying to get to the next song.
And DMX, he must have been saving his verses because this song only like 1 minute. Yeah. He got one verse.
Hey, yo, Swiss. Yeah. But you know who rapped on this first, right?
Who?
Exhibit. Shrooms. On the second album.
You can keep this.
You
can keep that.
I love that beat.
But then, man, track number 9, Kiss of Death, featuring Jadakiss, produced by Swiss Beats. This is when we start to get into Jadakiss as a solo
opening
artist.
Opening up.
Yeah.
Opening up.
And he arrived.
Is this the best solo song on the album?
Jones of rap, my stocks is high. And it never was all love, so stop the lies. Motherfuckers will blow your brains out and watch you bleed. The same niggas that you trust, let them watch you see. Come on, man.
Is this the best solo song
on the album?
It's between this and nah. It's second though. It ain't. I still take Jigga My Nigga.
I like that Eve solo song too, yo.
What you want?
No, the other joint at the end.
Comes around. And
I like that. I love that.
All I gotta know is I'm gumming the flowing.
Jada, why the Kiss to the Death?
Jadakiss sounds really nice on here.
He's killing this.
Secret until I flood NY,
Polico and Diesel.
Catch me with the top off my whip. Come on, man.
What y'all think about the beat?
Hop off my. It wasn't really about the beat. Was cool, but it wasn't really about the beat. It was about Jadakiss lyrics. Like lyrically, this dude is different. Like, and this spawned the whole. Probably after they heard this, they was like, "Oh man,
he's up next.
We gotta do a Jadakiss solo album too." Like, I mean, the Locks is cool, but we gotta get him out solo too.
This is the first time I'm hearing Jada rap on a song by himself, right?
Nah, on their first album. He had, chilling, sitting on about half a minute, which is great too.
He had a solo on the next Ruff Ryders joint too.
Yeah, he did. That was hot too.
Yeah, that was hot. He got a little cocky too because he knew that he was that nigga too.
He was that nigga.
He had a video. He had an answer machine calling everything. I'm tired. I'm watching the fight. I do that shit tomorrow.
Oh no, that was on the Locks album. You talking about Blood Pressure? That was Blood Pressure. Yeah, that was on We Are the Streets.
Oh, okay.
And that was fire too. I love this song, man. Great song. Track number 10, The Hood, featuring Beanie Siegel, Infrared, New Child, Myson, Dragon, and Swiss
This was sort of like the climate because now Beanie getting spurted, he moving around.
It's produced by
and Beanie came in from the rip.
It's a nice posse cut,
Beanie
man.
Siegel hit hard. Now wire your jaw.
This is a nice posse. I think they all got busy on here to me.
Cop and blow jaw out of preservative jaws.
Huh?
Yeah, my man, Myson too.
Myson got a memorable verse people still talk about to this day. Myson, lefty, gun up in the right palm.
Damn, I remember that.
They all got busy to me. I used to think Infrared and Cross that was on Ruff Ryders. I thought they was all right.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, Beans. This was a good look for Beans too.
Yeah.
And he started it off.
He said, "Fuck crack, flip powder. I ain't taking a loss, especially if I get snatches. Less time for the soft." I'm the shit with crushed ice and some Arm & Hammer. I'm the reason why I smoke a still car in 10. I get bricks, so you know I make big nicks the size of chicklets to make you prick sick. While you try to profit, I just flip quick. Your niggas know my flow be sick, my dough be sick.
Killed it, man.
Yeah.
Nah, they all got busy on here to me, man. This is a good look, man. It was a good look for Beans because he was still kind of fresh out there. So he getting a look outside of Rockefeller. So that was look. And I think at this point, because of the tour and all that, it was like Rockefeller, Ruff Ryders. It was all like like family. So they showing love to everybody, man. So,
but at this time, like Myson, like I remember hearing that Violator album.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh, he's on the Ruff Ryders too." And it's like
Myson was a problem.
Yeah, Myson was a problem.
Myson was a problem.
Myson was nice.
Yeah.
But Dragon got busy on here too.
Yeah.
Dragon got busy on here. Like they all got busy on this song. For real, I ain't mad at
they
nothing.
did word because I remember a lot of their verses.
Yeah. Track number 11, we got Platinum Plus featuring Jermaine Dupri, Mace, and Cross. This beat happy. It's a happy beat.
Everybody smiles.
You ain't like this joint? I know you was dancing. Ruff Ryders.
I was wondering what was going on.
Fall out. Make you dance till you fall out. So deaf. Get you.
All we needed was my man Blinky Blink.
It's a filler.
I will say this, though. I like Mace's verse at the end, though. Mace's verse at the end, though. The beat was like happy, though. It was real happy.
Wasn't enough.
It was real happy.
Easy skip.
But it was I definitely yeah, you can skip
all out.
You can skip this. You can skip
all
this.
out. Yeah, you can do without this.
The song, the beat actually fit though the type stuff that Jermaine Dupri and Mace might rap on, like their commercial kind of stuff though. But it was definitely happy.
This joint shouldn't have made the album.
It was happy feet.
Long way with that. I'm a Ruff Ryder. I was like, yo, can we can't make no moves with them two? Put them
I'm
on.
a Ruff Ryder.
Yeah, bonus CD, the motherfucking two chunks.
Like my man Russell Wilson.
Baby.
But it did show the Ruff Ryders like how they was extending throughout everybody. Like, okay, we got Jermaine Dupri from Atlanta on here.
We got Juvenile from New
Mace.
Orleans.
So they was really everybody respected. The Ruff Ryders was respected in the streets, man. I tell you that for sure. Track number 12, we got Buff Ryders skit. This
Buff
is a skit
Ryders.
about
She said, you ain't no Ruff Ryder, you a Buff
you was
Ryder.
a Buff Rider. And then that leads to track number 13, Do That Shit, featuring Eve, produced by Swiss Beats. This is another Eve solo song.
I like this joint, yo. And the beat, too.
You saying this is one of the best solo songs?
No. I said I like the song a lot.
Nah, this song was all right.
You ain't like the beat?
It was all right. The beat was better than the DMX solo song.
It was.
Yeah, bugging out.
But
it's not my go-to. It wasn't whack though.
Nah, it wasn't nothing like what the other song. What you
it
want?
was Eve solo joint, but it was a good look for Eve. But it was
Fire.
It was an alright song. All right, track number 14, we got Pina Colada featuring Big Pun, Sheik Luch, and Erica Lepre, produced by Swiss Beats. It's funny because me and Taz used to always joke about this chorus on this song. We used to say, like, as a guy, you can't be walking around singing this chorus. And these times, that's a super pause, man. Like, we used to always joke about this song, man. But I remember thinking, when I heard this song, I'm like, Big Pun's verse is so disrespectful.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
He said, rolling ganja up in Bible paper. I always want to stand out line to me, man. I said, yo, this dude is crazy, man.
Yeah, Pun was killing this shit.
This song was crazy. That's another good look to get Big Pun on here, man.
Anything goes when you're in the joint. That Bible paper is top paper.
Yo.
It is.
Nah, this song was crazy.
It's the same paper as top paper.
It's like vellum paper.
Yo, he killed that. But
I ain't a paper expert, Sean. I just know the feel with the names and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But Sheik Luch did his thing on here too, man.
Yeah.
Like, he tapped in kind of like his Spanish, in his Spanish realm. But jeez, this song was dope, man.
He ain't coming unless she running the Trizio.
Now, did this song fit the album, y'all feel?
Yeah, but it should have been earlier.
Really?
It should have been before. It should you could have mixed this song and what you call them up?
The Eve joint?
Nah, the slow joint up front.
Oh, parlay.
Parlay. You could have mixed parlay and this up. Could have put parlay in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Background vocals.
Rolling ganja up in Bible paper.
You got parlay, you got Sheik Luch.
He said, a high that will take us through the eyes of Christ, John, Elijah, Jacob. Yo,
Pun was different, yo.
Pun was ill with it,
Pun
man.
was different.
But you know what? That verse right there, they took that verse from Big Pun, and then that was the same verse they put on his single after he passed. That's How We Roll with Ashanti.
Oh, Ashanti,
it's that same verse from this.
okay.
That verse came from this song.
Endangered Species album.
Yeah.
That's some news. That's some news, Carl.
Something that I want to tell you. Listen to that song. That's the same verse. They took that verse from this song right here, man. Yeah. When Pun died. That was Ashanti's first credit of like a feature also on that song too. But I hit, that's
Good
this
for
verse,
her.
man. Little known fact. But yeah, I think. See, the thing about the Ruff Ryders, I think they was trying to show Swiss's versatility. So in that aspect, it do make sense because it was like, okay, we can be a Spanish joint,
down
you
south.
You got the salsa joint.
We got
you
the New York
down
Jay-Z
south
joint.
We got the hard New York anthem. I think it was really making Swiss Beats like stock go up, like as a producer, because he was showing his versatility. And then finally, track 15, we got some X shit featuring DMX, produced by Swiss Beats. This to close out X song.
This was my joint right here.
It was alright.
This joint reminded me of kind of like a Stop Being Greedy type of
a lower budget. A lower budget. Stop being greedy.
You said it. That's what I was thinking. But
I think they didn't want X to put. Here's my guess.
None of this stuff
because he was officially on Def Jam and he wasn't on Interscope, which they put this out to. I don't think they wanted X to really put his best stuff on here. They wanted to save it for Def Jam releases. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna let him put some music on here, but he not on the label technically all the way. So we want to save his best stuff for Def Jam releases. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, because X shit was light on here.
Yeah, it was light. It was
super
light.
Here.
It was definitely light.
They only had what?
But that's also the love of falling back and letting you know what I'm saying.
Everybody eats.
No, but I think it's good that if X would have had a heavy presence on here and would have had a lot of hits, it would have overshadowed the team. So I think the goal was to get the squad popping. So which they accomplished. So man, Ruff Ryders Volume 1 debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts, selling 285,000 in its first week. It was certified platinum by June 2nd, 1999.
Damn.
Let's get this out the way. Is Ryde or Die Volume 1 a classic?
Nah.
I'm going to say a solid no. It's a good album, but it's not a classic.
It's a good album. It's not a classic.
I don't think it's a classic.
I'm going to disagree with y'all because
it's a class for the time.
Due to the times.
Due to the times.
Yeah. And you also got to put this in the realm of compilations. This is a compilation. This is definitely a classic compilation to me. I just remember this album, like this, it came out in the spring, but I actually remember this album from being heavily played in the summer.
Absolutely,
all summer.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I was there with you, but I'm just saying, like the overall term of when you're using classic album, man, this just wasn't it, man. This wasn't. It had too many blips on here. Too many blips. It was just too many. It was just too many. You looking forward to the next song when a certain song playing.
And it's only 15 joints.
Yeah.
Take off.
But I understand because that's how it go. It be the time.
Yeah, the time.
Due to the times, man. Shit be.
With y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Some shit just resonate with you. You know what I'm saying? Differently and how it's playing. And this was one of them joints that was always getting played, and it was like in the circle of some good albums, you know what I'm saying? And it was the time, especially after that tour, man.
Yeah.
After that tour, man, it was real.
So, Freaks, all right, so what would you rate this album as of right now? I mean, for me, after going through the track list, I'm going to give it a 3.5, 4.
Yeah. I'm going to say the same. Something like that.
But
it got heavy hitters on here would make me take it to the 4 because you got some real heavy tracks on here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It would be at least a 4 based off the hits.
Yeah, that's why I said the hits. That's
hit wise alone is a 4.
Yeah.
And they carry heavy. The hits on here carry heavy weight to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the impact of Ryde or Die Volume 1 upon release. What was the impact in the game of this?
I think it was a huge impact. You had the whole motorcycle, dirt bike, ATVs, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
They was running deep.
They were huge.
They was going state to state too.
Exactly.
They was going state to state.
I mean,
Bike Week and all that.
That was bigger than hip hop.
It probably wasn't even them. It probably was a Virginia chapter. But they was like deep, man.
Nah, I think this made
Daytona. They was real deep.
I think this made Ruff Ryders like real serious. Like,
I
think Ruff Ryders. I mean, they already was respected, especially in the streets.
Yeah.
But musically, they was like, oh yeah, we got a squad now too.
That was a whole untapped market of hip hop and the whole bike life. That's a whole different lane, and no one even got into it.
That's album sold.
And they had a dope female though too, like a legitimately dope female.
One of the best.
Some crews used to struggle to have to get a dope female artist. Like Eve came out popping from the beginning. She ain't even really had like
Philly.
And she sold records.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She sold records, man.
She sold records. Like Ruff Ryders, like I said, man.
And she wrote her own stuff.
This is like a soundtrack to that summer for me. Like I remember riding up Philly, South Street, all that. Like we was bumping this album riding up there. Like we was riding out.
And we was not fast forwarding Eve track.
No. And that's what I'm saying.
Of the process.
Now we was fast forwarding Parlay and a couple of them other songs.
We're straight to it.
But like the what, like 10 or something bangers?
That's
we was
banger
letting them right.
yeah.
That's why I said it was a classic, because the bangers on here were heavy. Like
they was, man. But what's the point of putting them blips on there when you're making a classic? You gotta think about it, man. You mentioned a classic, man. You got some albums up there that's classics, that's bona fide classics.
We got some classics.
You put this in the same.
We got some clappers. I got some skippers too.
Yeah, we got some skippers too. But
all classics got, well, not all of them, but a lot of them got.
Not as many as this.
All right, so we got this heavy hip hop album. Was it a good idea to throw an R&B track on here?
They could have left it off. But I understand if you're a record, if you got a record label
and you are Ruff Ryders,
you want Ruff Ryders, you want to pump your R&B group. Yeah. I get it. But you know what I'm saying? Did it need to be on there? No, not at all.
Ruff Ryders, baby. Will you want something more from me?
Easy.
Like that.
I'm gonna play that home.
Come on, man. Yo.
I heard that shit. I said, oh shit. Commercial came on.
Yo, stop it, man.
Grab some popcorn.
My bad, Parlay. But god damn, that track came on the wrong point of the album.
Yeah. Yo, how would y'all describe the sound of this album?
It was like, to me, it was like 1999. It was advanced hip hop. Yeah. Swiss was popping. PK. The whole crew was.
I had a summer song on here. A couple summer songs.
Yeah.
I think Swiss. His production style was. It was like. It wasn't like grimy, so it was like more of a. I don't want to say commercial, but it was like
sound. It was a sound.
It reached a broader audience. And he had like, it was really diverse. Yeah. So he can give you all different kind of sounds, but the way it sounded, it was going to reach more people. Like he got the salsa, he got the Latin type joint in there. He got the down south bounce joint with the down bottom.
Got the Jay-Z street.
Yeah, he got the Jay-Z street, and like he knew how to like, okay, I'm going to target this. Even the Platinum Plus, even though I didn't like the beat, like. That's the kind of beats that Jermaine Dupri and Mace was rapping on. Like that was their kind of beats. It just wasn't my favorite.
But at the time, remember they was pushing Swiss to like, yo, this is your you want to do this? This is your.
No, they gave his uncles gave him.
That's what I'm saying.
They gave the baton. Go.
Man, Dupri and Mace could have said that shit for another time. For real, them and Parlay should have made something together on another album or on bonus CD or something.
All right, after this album came out, what do you think this did for Ruff Ryders' reputation in the game?
It took them to a different level. Took them to a different level. Because they was already who they were, you know what I'm saying? But now you have a compilation album of members of the Ruff Ryders that's really part of the Ruff Ryder family. And it's a good album that did good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It went platinum. So
you know
compilation album didn't go platinum like that.
Absolutely.
Not like that.
So they had to have hit records. But also, you know, DMX was already a star. He had two classic albums 1 year. He was already a star.
He probably wasn't even involved in this. He was like, all right, let me throw a couple verses.
Eve came out in September, not too long after this drop. Yeah. Her album got hits. She go platinum. Mm-hmm. The Locks come out in January of 2000.
They go gold.
Like, that album was classic to me.
Yeah.
Like, it was great. Like, so Swiss Beats is producing damn near all the songs on them albums.
What about Drag On? Yeah, the album, right?
I brought Jaguar's album.
What was it? Was it H2O?
One of my homies from Philly when we was in school, man. That was this guy, Dragon.
I like
Dragon. What
Dragon.
he had,
man, you got to turn that shit off. Man.
Yeah, spit these balls and make it neck.
That song was hard.
Yeah, it was.
That song was hard.
Yeah, that joke was hard.
But then he had the Fireman song with DMX. I ain't like that. You can get it on.
I remember that.
Nigga, ride with me. We can get it on.
Oh yeah.
I like Dragon. The album wasn't it though. But you know, I don't know what could it. He had momentum though, but it just didn't work. Sometimes
he can rap too.
He can rap his ass off too. It just didn't work. But they actually had material that came out after this, so they got a spotlight from this, and then Eve took advantage of it. Boom. Her single took the locks. They ran with it. Okay, we are the street.
Blew up fast.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
She got with Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that was afterwards, but the first album wasn't in Dr. Dre yet, and she was popping like
Love Is Blind.
He was nice. He was nice, man.
And there's like 3 of these, right? Rough Rider compilations?
4 actually.
4. Oh,
you ain't gonna remember the 4th one though. 4th one was trash. But I mean, they all wasn't like that great. But that's a great question though, Sean. Amongst the Ruff Ryders compilations though, where does this album go?
Oh, they're probably the best.
Clearly number 1.
Yeah.
Actually, they go in the order 1, 2, and 3. But Freaks was talking about it earlier though. DMX even took more and more of a backseat. I guess as he got bigger. Because like you said, like Jadakiss, the second one, Jadakiss and Eve had the first single. I remember they was like in the garden, like Adam and Eve or something on the single. But Jadakiss had a fired solo song on there too. And then like
they started adding people. What's the guy? Young One.
Yeah, Styles P had they had a song with Snoop and Scarface. It was like doom doom doom. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
it was like Regions.
Ride or die, you talk it, we live. Yeah, I remember that. That's called like World War III.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think Volume 1, but Volume 2 wasn't bad, and then Volume 3 it was definitely a dip. But Volume 3 had a couple hard Locks tracks though.
Yeah.
That's when he said. That's when Jadakiss said, "Niggas checking for my." He said they checking for my album. Like Kennedy Jr. Remember they looking for Kennedy Jr.? I said, oh my. The song was hard. Styles P said, I'm always that, I'm always this. But the flow stay nasty like hallway piss. Yeah, they had some joints. Yeah. But it was overall wasn't nowhere near as good as the album. But those albums was all right. In the past 25 years, any albums that came out that remind you of Ruff Ryders, Ryde or Die Volume 1?
It was just that time. You know what I'm saying? Like DMX was hot. This was his crew.
I don't know too many compilations.
I got some reach.
I'm gonna say I got a reach.
You might agree. What you gonna say?
The Queensbridge joint.
Oh, Queen's Finest, QB Finest.
QB Finest.
I'll take that album over this.
Me, I might will too, Sean.
That's a great compilation.
Yeah. They got some shits on. They had some shits on there.
They don't got no big songs on there.
They don't, but they got a good album. That's a good album.
Album.
I got some reaches. I bought the Queensbridge Finest. I got some reaches. My reaches would be MMG Self-Made Volume 1, their first compilation album.
Yeah, that's a hell of a reach.
They had hit songs. They had with Meek, Rick Ross, one of your favorites, Peel, and Wale.
What about Dreamville? They compilations are right.
Which one? The
one
that just came out last year?
I guess.
He don't know what that
I got
shit
one more, man. Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack.
I don't think neither one of them is better than QB Finest.
Soundtracks are different from compilations though.
It's still a compilation.
That you name, neither one of them is better than QB Finest. QB Finest
is that good?
QB Finest was gritty.
What's your favorite song on there? I know mine.
The Prodigy joint.
Self-Conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. The Kid is back. He ain't up in his rap. 2000 where your pistols at, nigga.
I don't know about that one. I don't know if I can go with y'all on that ride.
You gotta go back and
catch me on the street popping that bullshit.
I remember they had the bridge 2001.
Oh, yeah. Listen to that.
The bridge. You know, my favorite song on there actually was, I think it was Nature solo song.
That joint was hot too.
That might have been I think that's my favorite song on that album. Looking back at that,
shit, that Prodigy joint.
Yeah.
That joint, Nori and Capone, that joint was nice too.
Drive drunk to this, I remember that song.
That's not a good thing. I mean, that's not a good thing to tell people. Drive drunk to this.
That song was right.
Yeah.
I think we hyping the QB finance a little.
I don't know, man. That's more street than this.
It was good, but I don't know about like the best like that. Like it was alright. I could definitely.
We might have to revisit that best compilation album.
We might have to revisit compilation because I don't think that was like that. It was all right though. All right, man. Ryde or Die Volume 1, 25 years later, what was the legacy? Ruff Ryders.
I feel like Ruff Ryders, they brought a whole new genre to the hip hop with the bikes and the ATVs, but they also had good music behind it. It wasn't no gimmick. It's like they made dope music. Swiss had some good beats on here. This was like their coming out party.
I think this really was the kickoff of outside of DMX, just them as a label. This was the kickoff of their movement, and they killed it.
Yeah,
like they blew up after this. They only got bigger, and I think this was like the foundation of after you talking about X is the superstar. But this is the foundation of their success as a label, as an actual label, like with their own label deal. This is the foundation of their success. Yeah. Eve's success, the Lock's success, Jadakiss solo album, Styles P's solo album, which is Gangster and a Gentleman. Yeah, that's classic.
Swiss
man,
as a producer,
a lot of people, man. Yeah. Swiss, all of Eve's success, crossover success with all of her albums. Then she moved on to Dr. Dre. Yeah. I think it all started with the foundation of this album, man. Yeah. They killed it, man.
Yeah. You take Eve, Hove, and that Jada and Styles P joint off here. This is a horrible album, almost.
No.
This is a bad album.
You gotta take.
This is a bad album.
The Jadakiss solo song and the Jadakiss and the Styles P.
Yeah. This is a bad album if you do that.
Trash?
This is a bad album. Let's think about it.
I did not expect that at all.
Nah, I disagree. Ryde or Die ain't terrible. Ryde or Die is
mediocre. Yeah, I'm
Ryde or Die the song.
Okay, yeah, I give you that. Okay, now where you going at?
You don't like Down Bottom?
What's the down bottom?
Juvenile.
Drag On.
Come on, it's
what
like
you want to hit.
I said if you take that off,
all right. You taking my nigga.
You taking that off? It's not on there. It's not available.
Dope Money.
It's not available. You taking them off. I said if you
with Beanie Siegel.
I said if you take them off, and even you got that on there, and it's still just an okay album. You take them 4 songs off. I was telling you about. This is a bad album. It's a good album for what it represented and what it came out, but they call it a classic. That's all I'm saying.
It's a solid 4.
I don't know because some of
the solid 4. This is a good album.
A 4 is pretty good.
A 4 is pretty good. It's you being friendly.
Some of the stuff you call classic, freaks.
You being friendly.
You called Locke's first album a classic.
I said the time of when that album dropped. We wasn't playing the fuck out of that album.
Well, that's what Let's be real with this.
Let's be real, bro.
But that's what you're saying with this. It's due to the time.
Yeah, but I didn't think the Locks first album was a classic though.
No. But how much did we play it? Let's be real.
I played it because I like the Locks.
Yeah.
But I would take this album over the Locks album. I played this album more than I played the Locks album. I
Not me.
I did.
Not me.
This is definitely some Ryde
album
music. I just skipped some songs, but
you skipped a lot of shit. Baby.
When that came on, you let it ride for me. Like, man,
shit.
But nah, man.
But they made a hell of a union. Like I'm not taking nothing away from them. They made a hell of a union, and this was a staple in bringing the Ruff Ryder crew out and introducing artists, and making it like really like a force to be reckoned with. Because people that came off of this album, whatever they dropped next, it was real good.
Hell yeah,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Let's think about it. So even if this was just some sparring just to get them ready for their next drops, everybody that dropped, everybody off this album, that their next album was a good album.
They did work.
Absolutely, nah.
Yeah.
Almost everybody.
Ruff Ryders was definitely popping in this.
Because you had the LOX album. You had Eve.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you had DMX following album, which was good.
Yeah. No, this definitely they all benefited from except DMX that was already a star. Everybody has benefited from Swiss Beats benefited
Swiss
he became even more popular as a producer. I mean the Lox, of course, Eve, of course, you know, even Drag On, he might ain't it as a solo artist, but still he was on everybody's stuff.
Yeah, he was there.
So he was definitely
respected
as an MC.
That was a top single though. That single he got.
Yeah, but he was on DMX.
That was a hell of a single.
So, I mean, so they definitely was popping. Ruff Ryders was definitely a movement, and they became a legendary rap label.
Yeah.
So this is the foundation of that. So let us know, man. Do you think Ruff Ryders Ryde or Die Volume 1 is a classic or not? We interested to hear from y'all, man. Let us know, man.
Yo, also, if you haven't, BET had a nice special on Ruff Ryders.
Yeah, that Ruff Ryders
joint was serious.
It was dope, man.
So if you don't know, watch that and pay attention. Like, they was making some real moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yo, shout out to DNY, shout out to DMX, Eve, the Lox, you know, Jada, Styles, Chic, Drag On, man, everybody in the whole Ruff Ryders, Parlay, Infrared and Cross. Everybody down with the whole Ruff Ryder music. Everybody, you know, of course, Hove, Jermaine Dupri, Beanie Siegel, Mike Son, everybody, Mace,
PK, producer,
Big Pun, everybody, Juvenile, everybody that was down with this album, man. Definitely a moment.
Yeah.
They definitely had their moment. Happy 25th anniversary. Happy 25th anniversary to the Ruff Ryders, man. We Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure y'all go download, subscribe. We on all digital platforms. Make sure y'all go to our YouTube page, man. Subscribe.
Hit that bell. Hit that bell.
We see y'all running them views up, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate that support, man. As always, we're going to continue to March 4th.
Yes,
Long live our brother Taz, man. We love you, bro. I would have interested to get your take on this album because I know you was around in them times, man. Heavy. But yeah, once again, man, happy 25th anniversary. Ruff Ryders, Ryde or Die, Volume 1. Concert Crew Podcast. We here. We ain't going nowhere.
Absolutely.
Yo, Pito, hit us with the fader. We out.
Yeah.